I can look at that highlighter. I love it. Hi sweeties, I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, my name is Liza and welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the ring bell in order for you always to know when I upload a new video. Today's video is gonna be like a sunset makeup, but well, it doesn't sound like that good. I don't like description, so let's start with the video right away. I'm gonna start with a primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. I don't use that much because it's pretty. After some hours, it feels pretty oily in my oily parts of my skin, which is not everywhere because my skin is pretty dry. So I apply just a little bit here in the top of my nose and here, trying not to put here because here it puts pretty oily, but the rest of my nose is pretty dry, so it's kind of weird. So here, and a little bit here, and then when I concentrate that part, I start blending out all over my skin. I'm gonna use my ColourPop Filter Foundation in medium 90. My eyebrows look better when I do my foundation first, but the rest of my face doesn't. Why? Because the fallout of my eyeshadows. I use Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, and those have a lot of fallout. I don't have any problem with that because they have a pretty good pigmentation and a pretty good way to blend. It's easy to blend, so just one error is nothing for me, and I don't care that much as I do this technique. So let's start. I'm gonna apply with this brush. These ones are by Givenchy. Start with a brush and use my beauty blender. This is water. Is because I think it's better when I make up a client or something like that. I use this because it's faster, it's better. Of course, I don't use my beauty blender or any beauty blender. I use disposable sponges because, well, hygienic. And I'm gonna complete the blending, and with the beauty blender it looks pretty natural, but with the brush it looks more coverage, and I really like full coverage foundations, but I like them to look natural. I'm gonna use precisely my brow in the number 5. This is by Benefit, and I will do them out of camera and then I will come right back. Now that we clean our eyebrows, we're gonna go with the ABH primer. Let me find, here it is. I bought the travel size because I wanted to try it first because before this I've never used a base. I always used concealer, so I wanted to check if I like it, if I felt comfortable using it, and I do. So later I will buy the big one, so because I don't want this to end. Another thing, my advice, if you buy this, be careful because it goes out like this. I'm not even doing I'm not even doing anything and it's going out. And dime, bebé.
Que ya empecé por 11, 12, 13, 14.
Donde ya está el 11, dejas el 11 y luego 12, 13, 14, 15. ¿Sabes escribirlos?
Sí, aquí va 12.
Sí, aquí está el 11 que ya está escrito y luego va 12. Well, that's my sister, and she's learning the numbers from 1 to 30, so she's practicing. And well, it goes out like, and it makes a mess, and that's one of the cons of this eye primer, because it's not like it's expensive, it's pricey. No, it's not. It's like normal, because it's not cheap either. But you lost lots of product with that, unless, like me, you use a lot. Or for example, I keep it on the top, I think. um, and I did multiple makeup looks, because that's what I do. That's my thing. But not everyone does that, so that's my only cons about it. Even though, look at this, how it looks, because of that. Because what I did was open it, it started to make a mess. I passed my brush, like I passed it for there, and I closed the right way. As you notice, it's pretty light. I'm like a panda or a dalmata. Then after putting the product, I use my beauty blender to put it all homogeneous. I'm gonna use a black shadow right now. So I put it not on my real crease, but down, because I have hooded eyes, so that helps my eyes to look bigger, because I'm gonna put multiple colors, not just the black one, all over my crease. So if you have hooded eyes, that's better for you. And I'm doing packing motions. I'm not blending it, because I don't like blending black eyeshadows by itself. Well, sometimes in some looks, but not every one of them. I'm just packing the color. ¿Me pasas un borrador?
Es que no, no tengo un volado que se me pidieron los dos.
¿Me pasas mi bolso que está allá en la silla, donde estaba la mesa? Di hola.
¡Ay!
Di hola en inglés.
Hi.
No, no hagas así, que me mueves la cámara.
¿Esto cómo se llama?
Eye base. Se llama primer de ojos. Cuidado, no hagas eso, que me mueves la mesa. So I'm doing packing motions, because in that way you get the most pigmentation of the eyeshadow, and that's the idea. If you are like I say barrer, I don't know how it is in English. When you barres the eyeshadow, it doesn't look that pigmented as you want it to look. Is packing motions for me. And I'm packing it on the top of that dark eyeshadow. Let me Now I put that dark purple eyeshadow on top of the black, and I don't only use that one, sino Spanish. But I'm not. I don't only use that one, but I on the top of that purple, but not like up there, the same place. I put Palm by the ABH, which is a pretty dark brown. Now I'm gonna use some Coastline and Cabana on the top of all this.
¿De qué te vas a maquillar?
Me va a hacer como una atardecer en el ojo. Color. In that order, I'm gonna do my crease color. Now I take up my blending brush. I use this one, and this one is by Sly Bella. I don't know. In Spanish would be Sly Bella, and in English would be Sly Bella. I'm gonna say Sly Bella. or how it goes when I'm talking fast. Let's start blending with little circle motions. I start with the black and the purple, and then I go upwards with the lightest eyeshadow. Why? Because I don't want the eyeshadow to be up there. I want it to stay there or go a little bit up of my crease. Now, you lose lots of color if you can notice there. It's a process. You pack color, you blend. If you lose a lot of eyeshadow and pigmentation, you put more, and that until you get what you want. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this process because then the video is gonna be super long. My crease. I don't know if you noticed that the top of my Elf primer is pretty dirty. It's because I use this to clean my crease. With micellar water, I use the Garnier water. The Garnier one is my favorite, and well, I left a little bit of micellar water there, and that's how I cut my crease. And literally, I use what is left in here. This one is by Givenchy too, and I take State by the um, ABH Riviera palette, and I start packing the color in here, like just in here, not too much. My is not that big because we're gonna put lots of colors there. And we take Cabana with the same brush, and we pack it like a little bit top of the other one, but not completely, just a part of it. And in that way, it will be easier to blend. And we take Coastline, and we do the same. And then I take another brush, and I'm gonna take Monte Carlo and a little bit, just a little bit of Bahamas. It's pretty pigmented, it's pretty neon, and it's anything like what we're doing here. So it's just a little bit to mix them out and make Monte Carlo look more pink. Then we take purple again, and we put it out here to blend the pink, and then we put the black eyeshadow because it would be a great transition shade. Transition shade. I don't know how to talk. And start barriendo and start blending out. Of course, it's just a little bit each part. Now I like super pigmentation, of course, and I'm gonna do the same again. State blend. And finally, I will put cells. We put it here. And that's all. Let me do my other eye and clean this and put my foundation. Okay, I just finished my other eye. I put foundation and I did some lashes on my eyes. And now let's go with down the eye. We put just a little bit, almost nothing, of dark eyeshadow here. I'll put a little bit of purple. And that's all with my eyes. Now I'm gonna start with bronzer and with bronzer, contour, blush, highlighter, and everything. This blusher, the color is perfectly peach. I put it. I learned this by Nika tutorials. I start doing it like, look how high it's like where I put my highlighter, and I start blending, and it finished going here where it's supposed to be the big as hell forehead. Now I'm going with some blush. I like doing my blush and then start with the contour because I like the bronzer and the blush mixed together. This one is by Pau Tips. She's a Colombian YouTuber. I really like her. And what I love of this blush is loose powder, but look, and it like starts to be creamy when you touch it, so I really like it. I have dry skin, so it helps a lot. Take this brush, I really like it for contour, and I will use a pretty cool brown. Okay, now I will just put in here like with some tapping motions, and when it is already when we want it to be, we start blending up. Now with the forehead, I really like contouring my forehead because it's super big and it needs a lot of help. Sorry if you see me saying a lot of here, is because here I have my monitor where I see where I'm taking the video, and I want to see if it looks it never looks the same like you see like in real life, but I like to check if it looks almost the same. So it's not that I'm crazy, it's because I want you to see the same I'm seeing. Highlighter. I'm using a liquid one, and I'm not gonna put it right all over my face because it dries really fast, and I hate when it looks like patchy. And well, now with my lips, gonna use a little bit. Lately, I always do my lips like this. I don't know why. Lip gloss. This one is the Catrice Volumizing Lip Buster. It has mint. Ven, bebé. It has mint. And, well, ya estoy terminando. Ya me estoy poniendo el labial y ya termino. It has mint. So, it's a lip plumping. And it's not expensive at all. It's super affordable. This is all for today's video. I hope you like it. And Ben, come here. Ben. Say hi. Do you want some blush? ¿Quieres un poquito de rubor?
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Hola, sweeties.
Hola, sweeties.
Hi, sweeties. Así.
Hi, sweeties.
Well, this is all for today's video. I hope you like it. Look at that highlighter. I love it. I hope you like it. It's like kind of sunset. Really, I really like it, and it's all with matte, and it worked out pretty
¿Esta
well.
es tu pintura?
Yes, and it worked out pretty well. I really like it. So that's all for today's video. Like this video, please give some love and comment down in the section and let me know if there is something special that you want to see, and I will do it. I will be super glad to do it for you. Goodbye. See you next video.